We're live. I'm gonna open up the participants. We got 0 attendees so far. That's all right. We're patiently waiting. Oh, look at that. We got 2 people coming in, 3 people, 4 people. Welcome, everybody. I'll be your host for today's Lunch and Learn. My name is Jared, and I work on the training team. So if you have any types of questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and I will get to them. Awesome. I love it. We got some populating already. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question I have is from Leah. She asked, let's see, where is it? Is there a way to get a count of items in a list? And that is the question. Get a count of items in a list. And the answer is, let's see, I'm going to allow you to speak. I want to make sure I know specifically. Yes, there is, and I can show you really quickly. Is there a specific scenario you're talking about, or are you just talking about in general?
I'm just talking about in general. We're basically bringing in a list of objects and just want to know if there's a quick way to get a count of how many items are in that list.
All right, well, you're in luck. There is. So I'm going to open up my local. And in every single list and decisions, I'm going to go ahead and let's just create I'm going to actually create another little project thing here real quick. And we'll say this is LNL demo, if I can spell. And we're just going to scaffold these folders, and then I shall create an example list flow. Anytime you have a list and decisions, and I can just create data list to demonstrate this. Connect this up is list, and then we'll just call this data list. You will always have the ability, I can show this in the Explorer. You will always have the ability to get the list count, and that will sum up automatically for you how many things are inside of it. So if I wanted to, let's say I define some data for you, right? Show pop-up. Oops, I need to be in the toolbox. Show pop-up. Let's see, it's over here. Boom. And we've got a subject. We'll say this is data count. And then what I'll do is I'll select from flow, grab to my data list, select from flow, grab the count. So I drill down into the data list. And this works for any object too. It's not strings, it's not just strings, it's any type of list variable you have. You can drill down, grab count, and then let's say I just populated some Jared, Sabrina, Sabrian, you're Sabrian for right now. And then William, C. And then if I debug this, what you'll see is I have a data count of 3. And then if I remove one, it will accurately show. So we're going to remove this one, and you'll have a list count of 2. So yes, it is drilling down into the list object. You'll get to see it there. All right, my pleasure. All right, we got another question here from Peyton. Let's see, the question is there a way to make a stack bar chart based on subtotals from a secondary group in a report? I want each of the subgroup totals to show as a different color series on each bar. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna allow you to talk, Peyton, just in case if there's any additional information you'd like to elaborate on.
Yeah, so essentially the bar chart is a bunch of periods and then amounts on the other axis. And within each period, there is uh, multiple different groups that can add up to that total amount value that we're seeing in the bar chart. So I just want to be able to see those different groups in each period that make up that total value.
Got you. Let's see. Ooh, multi-series chart. I might have one that we can break down and demonstrate. Oh, cool. Let's see. I was about to say I have not done this, but I could stumble through it. Or have you seen this document? Maybe you have. It might not fit your use case, but it shows you how to do the multi-series linked and stacked ones. So let's
The
go
only
ahead and.
thing with this one is that it's adding 2 different counts under the stack. It's not subtotals of one big total.
All right, let me import this, and we can see if we can augment it. Simple form, sure, apply the resolution. Subtotal. Let's play around with this. I think we can kind of figure it out. So you got some subtotals. So basically what you're saying is you have the subtotals of different things and you want those subtotals to be the like additional line series, right? Does that make sense or no?
Yes.
All right, let's run this
So essentially
flow.
my data is the first level group is the time period. Second level group would be, let's call it projects. And then the subtotals are like full-time employee amounts for each of those projects.
I see, okay. So let's see if I can craft that. I'm gonna create another report. Let's see if I can build that real quick. I think I can build this one. All right, let's do a, I wanna create a quick report. This will be example multi-series report. I'm just gonna do the counts data source. We shall do. Ooh, what's the common name? I've never seen that property. Okay, so we're gonna do email address. We're gonna do created by, created on date, created by, and we'll remove the common name. Oh, let's grab the is active. Let's see, is active. All right, so if I have a series, if I have the result, and I'll also ask this in our team chat as well.
I also don't know if it's important, but our period column is not an actual date, it's a string.
The period is a string. Oh, okay, so it's like, I see what you're saying. It's like January 22nd or something.
Yeah,
2022. Okay,
it's like 2024 January.
sure.
So
I
it's
can
just
make
year
that.
and month.
Okay, cool. No, I can make that. Let's see. Question. Uh, Alrighty. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So I can fit, so we'll do the created on date. That we can easily fix. That's just a formatting thing. So we can say format. I think it's like year and month. We can do it like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got it. So let's say we got this so we can have a series we count. So I'm going to do a series and count the group by here of the is active. So let me go to results. Let me move some stuff off my desk so I can get a better view of this. All right. Subtotals, let's say I get a count of is active. Not is confirmed, is active. Perfect. And I'm just gonna get the count there, and I think we should have. Okay, so we got that. And so we want this as the multi-series chart thing. All right, so let's see if I can do simple stacked bars. Sure, let's do simple or stacked bars. And so count is active, so this is gonna be count active. And add that there, but no, I wanna add another series. Let me read that document. Multi-series in a report. Yep, you add this sub, so it is from the subtotals, and you hit stack bars. Sum of requested amount, stack bars. Yeah, but it doesn't allow me to add series. Where's that part? Because it does seem like it is in this location. I'm gonna go back here to that view.
I think you just don't have any other series data.
Maybe that's what it is.
Um,
Let's add another series then. Let's
I,
see this month.
can you do the group by on created on date instead?
Yep. Group bound created on date. Cool, cool. So 444, 1. Okay, cool. And so now let's try it. Stack bars. See, but yeah, I don't seeing the other one. Unless there's another. Still saying only one series. So let me go ahead and add another subtotal. I want to add another one. Let's say count. Sure. Let's say count created created by. Let's see what this one comes up with. Count is active, count is created by. All right, now let's see if that gives us a stack bar. So we can only, oh, there we go. Wow, that's so small. I missed that. Add series. Okay, there we go. So now we have count is active, count created by. Now you can make this green and what this one yellow. It's probably a good contrasting color. We'll say this is test multi-stack. And then show data, show step value, sure. All right, okay, so it looks like that's how you would do it. So 2 steps, and let me know if this answers the question. So basically, what you need to do is you have to have this another series added to here. And then once you select the stack chart, there's this small text that I missed to add series, and then you can add more series. And I would presume it's based on the amount of series that you have built in the report.
Yeah, the only thing is that it's all just, it considers it as one series. Just because we're wanting to see the subtotals that add up to a total value.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to break it up to where we could do this would make it, not very dynamic, as well as you'd have to make like 7 different series.
Oh, so you're looking for a more dynamic way to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, there is another way that I can experiment with. It's like oh man, I forgot what it's called. There's a document. It's a certain type of, it's a page. Let's go to the page over here, and it's a create report. We're gonna create a page. This is example page. And there was I think it was like a chart control, not a chart legend. I think I know it's basically like you can have, so there's another way you can create series where you have this special type of flow that allows you to generate however many series you have, and you just pull in your data, generate the series, and then you can send that into the chart. I'm just blanking on where that flow's at. So just give me a second to like stumble around and find it, because I've seen this before. See tiles. I don't think it's a tile. Actions, images, data. Should be under data. Nope. I know we got the pie, but we want, how do I dynamically show there? I'm gonna look up documentation. I know this exists. Let's see, lines or series. Jeez, let's just look up series. If I can actually spell it. And I think that's where I was just at. That's where I was just at. Add ad hoc reports on runtime. That's not what I'm really looking for. Now there is charts, properties, sitting rows, icon, filter, for glossary, forging. No, there is a pages and dashboards, implementing a page, configuring page, business metrics. That's just that. Create page, page controls, tiles, simple tiles, run form tiles, charts, adding, customizing. Hold on, let me ask in my team chat. Got it. Perfect. Got it. Perfect. And the other one, but isn't there? Brain. Isn't there a flow behavior that allows users to design their own series by pulling
I know there
in?
is like runtime stuff you can do, but
Yeah. But like what I'm remembering is that there was and maybe it's on this chart thing, render's donut. It was like a specific flow you can utilize, and then you would say like you can build the data, and it's like series data, and you can put in like the list of data and stuff like that. And that's the flow I remember, because I remember seeing this on like a company meeting. Actions, portal. That's not what I want. Navigations. Let's do reports. There we go. Charts, bars. Let's see. It's okay. Mix bars. Title, get chart. Area series name none. There's gotta be. That's the default series, but I want dynamic. No, I don't want to show data table, download behavior, view. Let's see. I know I'm not making this up. There is something here. Layouts, flow data chart. Try this one. Show title. Default name. Show elements. Number formats. That's just formatting the number. I wonder if it's a diagram tile. I don't think it is. Let's play around with the diagram tile. Pick diagram tile. Let's create a new diagram tile. And this is test multi-series creation. And we have charts. Let's do a bar, vertical, upper limit value. But do I get to define this? Annotation and shape steps. And because I don't think it's this, unless I can, it's just a background color, but where's the data? So upper limit and the value. All right, so let's play with this. I'm gonna say this is, we'll make this look like a graph. Where can I get a line? See, I don't think it's this. There's another thing that I was, let's kind of explore this. I think this might be of some use. Chart, lines, annotation. That's what I'm looking for, a line. All right, so we got this here. We'll do this one here. I don't think it's perfectly straight. All right, and then we got another line over here, and we'll make this one this way. Don't connect to it. Sure. And we'll say this is value 1 and value 2. And we shall, let's make those connected so there's no spaces. I can't save it. Why can't I save it? All right, close, save. That's weird. Okay, cool. And then I can say for here, the value, this one's gonna be value 1. Oh, it's gotta be int. Can I just, can you convert? All right, let's make this into integer, fine. Int 32, int 32. And then let's say the upper limit. Let's add, I think I gotta add those things here. Upper limit 1 and upper limit 2. This is not where I remember this being. All right, and then on this one, upper limit 1. Oh, that's right, it's in temperature. You know what, we're just gonna do value for right now. We'll just ignore this. So this is gonna be value 1. Okay, cool. And this one we're gonna make is value 2. And then what's gonna happen here is I will have a input data flow right here. Input, edit, yeah, example input data flow, and then I'll have outputs for these things. And so let's say I fetch my accounts data. And then I say my account, and I want to group it on, let's see, ascending toward field limit results. Can I group for each? It's for each group. I know, I'm just gonna put values in it. I'm not really concerned about the specifics. I'm just wondering if this could allow me to dynamically generate that data here. So we got a count here. And then I'm gonna say this is just 5 for text. I'm curious to see what that thing looks like. I don't think it's this. What I remember it is there was something in the report. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that gives it to the 4. And that, okay, but that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. All right, one more thing, and then if I can't find it, I'm gonna have you put your email in the chat, and I will test this offline to try to figure it out. What I remember is there was a way in the report designer where if you clicked on reports, oh, I already have it in here. If you clicked on reports, then there was a way, like there was another option here that said like get dynamically, and then that would take you into another flow designer where you could then get that data, generate your own series dynamically and then display your stack chart however way you'd want. That's what I'm remembering, but I don't see where that configuration is at. So I'd have to test offline, and I'll send you an email on how I figured it out once I tested it.
Okay.
All right, let me make sure I grab that email. Perfect. I got it. All right, let me open my notepad. Perfect. And I will save this. Awesome. All right, cool. All righty, so that's that one. And all right, any other lunch and learn questions that we have here? I think we got good, nice large participants. If you have a question, feel free to raise your hand or I'll give you permission to speak. And then you can go ahead and ask your question and I will demonstrate it to the best of my ability. Any questions? All right, what I'm gonna do then, if there are no questions, I'm gonna keep kind of testing Peyton's question because it's a very fascinating question. Hey, look at that. Populate a chart using a flow. This is what I'm thinking about. Okay, look at that. Let's click on this. Reports. Chart settings, base colors. Runtime editable charts uses an additional options to customize runtime. Filter the configuration. Yeah. Okay, I got this. That makes sense to me. I know what it is, but how do I create it? That's the question. Let's see. Page component, toolbox. Yeah, users. Yeah, no, I got that part.
Yeah, the previous link actually has a project that
That shows that.
maybe is
Yeah.
doing the
Okay, so is it this one? No, that's just the reference articles.
yeah,
Okay.
no,
Project down. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this together. I think this would be a good thing to look at together. All right, we got this project. And where's my downloads folder? Downloads, come back to me. All right, so we got the download. I'm gonna go ahead and import this. I think it's just the same one that I just imported. Yeah, it's the same one that I imported. And that one didn't have, yeah, I think that one. Yeah, so that just creates the data. Yeah, what we're looking for here is, yeah, this gives us the multi-series stuff, but I thought like this could be generated from a flow. And this is the part that's the ask here is like, is there a way to dynamically do this from a flow and then get that data, then show it here?
The data in mine is actually already coming from a flow.
Hmm.
It's then just getting the report configured to where the series shows in the way I was looking for, which may just be like pivoting out each of those projects so they each have their own allocation amount or amount that can be applied as a separate series or something, but not entirely sure.
That could work if you had the more series you add,
Mm-hmm.
that could, that is a path that I would try, making more series in that report.
Yeah, my only concern there is just the names will change.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be where
Could you,
series may not work, or doing
what do
that
you,
way might not work.
what do you mean the mains would change?
Like the names of each group.
Oh, so like instead of requested amount, that might be changed to like, asked amount or something?
Uh, so it'd be like a project name. So say
Mm,
it's I work in the tax space. So say one group is property tax,
sure.
but and we're only looking at the, top 5 amounts in
Mhm.
this chart. So property tax may not always be in the top 5.
Mm. Oh, I see I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, because I thought there was a flow, populate chart using a flow. Because this is what I'm thinking. It should be something like this, where if you get your for each your series, and then you run it, and then I think the end step of this was like, what is it? A series output, and then regardless of whether property tax is top 5 or not, it will just pick. It's just going to run that flow, or you can just call the flow you've already designed, and then pass out that data, and it would display here. That's how it should work. But I'm not seeing where that, where that process is enabled. All right, let's add. It's not a calculated column. Let me add some data here. Win-loss, hierarchical. Where is it? Actions, override settings. Default view or charts, include deleted rows. Override drill down, rows parameter. Grid view, it's not that. Let's see, required fields, results. Yeah, that's that. Memory. I know it's gonna bother me because I've seen this in many places. Let's see if anyone's responded to my question. Right. Maybe. Let me check. There's another idea I have. Let's go into the page, back to my page example. Let's go to a simple tile. Page part view. Chrome OS, create flow. Test tile. Advanced configuration. Nope, that's just tile line info. Nope. Yep. I'll test more of it offline, and I'll get a couple people to help me out with it. Yeah, because there is a flow. I've seen it. There was we had another employee who used to work here, and that particular person did this kind of design pattern that I'm trying to recall, where it's like you picked your chart, you selected the button, you went into the flow designer, and it's a special like series flow designer that you crafted your and that you crafted your data and then outputted or called your flow and just outputted the data to the series, and you created that like series line info is what the data type was called. So I'll mess around with that and give you and then send you an export of a project.
Sounds good.
All right. Any other questions? All right. If there are no other questions, I'll go ahead and end the call so we can get this recording mixed. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow will be our last lunch and learn for this week. That'll be hosted by another trainer, Robert. He'll be the host for that one. So feel free to join. It'll be a great lunch and learn, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time.